Hi, I'm Coleman. This is a new thing that we're doing here. It's called Training Tips, brought to you by Yanmar, America. So these are videos that we're going to do kind of every couple weeks, where we sort of just invite you into our program, show you some of the things that we do for the horses, to try to kind of keep their training, not just helping them perform at their highest level, but keeping it interesting and fun for the horses as well. Today, we're going to be working with an 8-year-old horse called Come HS. This is a show jumper owned by Hyperion stud. Chulo, as we call him in the barn, is just stepping up to kind of entry-level Grand Prix show jumping. It's like kind of a 1.40 meters. As you can see, he's a really big horse. He's very front-end dominant. He's got a huge neck and maybe a little bit short in his back. And trying to help him figure out how to use his engine back here and not just be completely dominated by his front end is a big focus of our flat work with this horse. So we're obviously here in Florida in the winter. There's not a lot of terrain, but we really try to take advantage of some of the complexes that we have built out here for our event horses, and we use them a lot with our show jumping horses, helping them to kind of find their balance and build their muscles and their tendons and ligaments to strengthen all of those things by riding up and down and on the side of these little hills that we have out here. Today, we're going to use some cavaletti and some very basic flat work exercises over some of this terrain to try to just show you how we try to help Chulo build a little bit more strength in his hind end and learn to be a lighter and more balanced horse for when we go and jump some bigger jumps at the horse shows. We're just going to start out, we're just going to walk over these. Now, Chulo is obviously a jumper by profession. We don't do a ton of skinnies like some of our event horses. Some of these little boxes are quite skinny, but still just good for him to work on. Good boy. I don't do a whole lot walking down to those. I just kind of let him find his way, and I just sort of try to keep him a little bit polite in the contact, soften his body, and let him sort of sort out the rails with his own feet. Ooh. Okay, we've gone through like a really short warm-up with Chulo. We've sort of walked and trotted around this little bowl complex that we have here. We've walked over a lot of these little boxes, trotted over all these little boxes up and down the little hills. And now we're sort of ready to sort of begin the real work. Most of that is going to be done in the canter. Obviously, show jumper, they don't go into the ring and then trot all the jumps. And this horse's weakest gait by far would be his canter. So we want to try to help him figure out how to sit a little bit more and again, teach himself how to be less front-end dominant and use a little bit more of this. Okay, so we're going to pick up our canter and we're going to start maybe by doing a small 10, 8, 12 meter circle around this little pot here in the beginning and just try to use that circle to help get the horse sitting behind, staying soft around my inside leg, and just getting him into a balance that then we can take out and challenge on some of the terrain and over some of the cavaletti. All right, Poppy, you ready? Good boy. Good boy. So with Poppy, you're all right. You can see there, these are moments where he tries to use his neck. Right, instead of really sitting and using his hind legs, he'll throw his head in the air and try to use his neck to sort of brace in the canter. So we're just going to stay on this small circle. He's both accepting my leg, sitting on his hind legs, staying soft in the contact, and then kind of just carrying himself in just a nice back there. So now I'm just going to take this, we're just going to ride it out of the bottom here, up the little hill. Good. Got a little quick there, but I don't mind that. He is going up the hill. We'll just pick a box here and we'll just jump this little cavaletti here. Good. Now we'll start with a couple of these on the little roller coaster here. Good boy. Very, very good. Good. We're going to walk. Very good. So I was pretty happy with that. That's a pretty, you know, for a show jumper particularly, that's a pretty big terrain change. And he stayed very balanced, very light. And I was able to fit, I really could have fit as many strides as I wanted in between those two. When I'm doing this kind of work, I will give the horse a lot of breaks. So I'm going to walk back down into the middle and then pick up my left canter around this pot again. And then we'll carry on and we'll go do something else around the bowl and pick maybe a couple different things to jump. See if we can achieve the same balance and lightness that we had in the right lead and the left lead. It's a lot harder. So it'll be a little bit more of a challenge. And again, just take our time. For me, I'm really trying to think about sitting back, using my left elbow to accept my outside rein just a little bit more this way. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. That's it, my boy. Stay back. That canter feels pretty good. I think we'll go and just start out this little white box here. Trying to keep him straight. Boy. Little bit of a slight shoulder forward position. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. We'll add these 3 boxes on the line here. Good boy. Good boy. 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 Very good. Very good. Good. Now I might just give him a trot and just let him kind of just relax a little bit. That canter's hard work. Just give him a trot. If he wants to sort of run in the trot, I'm just going to kind of say, no, just stay in the nice, quiet trot, and you can stretch your neck out as much as you want. Boy. 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 Go back down into the bowl. Back down into the bowl, and we'll pick up right canter again. And then maybe add some more cavaletti. Boy. This time I'm going to take a little bit more time in the walk here. It's getting just a little hot. I'm just going to do some real simple turns on the forehand, just getting him a little more accepting of my right leg. This horse is not a dressage horse, so I'm not as picky about some of the little things there that, you know, we want him obviously through and accepting, but, you know, understanding some of the physical challenges this horse has with the dressage, I'm not going to be as, you know, as picky about those for him as I would be maybe with some of the event horses. Good boy. That's better. This time I'm going to circle, try to get this canter sitting just a little more. Stay back. Stay back. That's pretty good there. A little, just walk. When he gets fussed, just walk. Repeat. Boy. Good. Boy. Yes, sir. That's good. Good boy. It's okay. Just going to do a small circle. Just trying to get him thinking about his canter again. Think about his canter again. Good boy. Into the bowl, over the little white box, and then we'll circle the pot the other way, and then out over the and circle. Oh, yeah, yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. Try it for me. Stay back. Stay back. Little half fall to my left rein, left leg. Just trying to say, come on. That's pretty good. Let's go out over the bounces. Okay, we're going to circle again. Don't worry about that. Back, back. Do our 3 white boxes. See if we can keep the politeness. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Boy. Walk. Boy. Good lad. Good. And I think that's probably close to as much as I would do with him today. It's still kind of early in the season. He's probably not truly at peak fitness yet, but with a little bit of the warm-up that we did and then the video work that you kind of saw here, this would be sort of something I might do with Chulo once, twice a week. Just makes his flat work more interesting. I think it's a little bit more challenging on his body, and I just love riding on natural terrain anytime I can with either our event horses or the jumpers. It's just so good for their minds and so good for their bodies. So that's all we've got for today. These are our Yanmar training tips, and we'll have some more coming for you guys over the course of the season. Thanks very much.